So I have to stand here today as what I was when I was born, a black man.
I think that you and I should continue to shock him by staying and working together in unity.
And I never forgot that. Less is more for an actor. That doesn't mean you're not doing anything, but I just took that approach. They're gonna come over, you're gonna take pictures with everybody, you're gonna hold the magazines, take the pictures, and you're gonna win the award.
For every role, every choice is worthy of our study. You cannot copy them.
Huh? Yeah, I do need my glasses.
So I'm not here this afternoon as a Republican, nor as a Democrat.
Denzel Washington has spoken about racism and race-related issues on various occasions throughout his career. Here are some notable moments when he addressed these topics. Malcolm X press conference. Denzel Washington's press conference for the film Malcolm X was highly anticipated, and he spoke with a quiet confidence about the controversy surrounding the movie. With a conviction that came from truly understanding the importance of the civil rights movement and the role that Malcolm X played in it,
I must emphasize at the outstart that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is not a politician, not as a Christian, nor a Jew, not as a Baptist, nor a Methodist.
I think that you and I should continue to shock him by staying and working together in unity.
So I'm not here this afternoon as a Republican, nor as a Democrat. So I have to stand here today as what I was when I was born, a black man.
Denzel touched on the struggles that Malcolm X faced throughout his life, the racism he endured, and the battles he fought. He spoke of the man who became a symbol of resistance and inspired countless others to fight for their rights. The stage was set for Denzel Washington's portrayal of Malcolm X, a role that required him to walk a tightrope. Playing an iconic figure is never easy, but when it comes to portraying one of the most influential civil rights leaders of all time, the challenge becomes even greater. However, Washington was up for the task. Washington's career is marked by his ability to breathe life into his characters, and his performance in Spike Lee's 1992 biopic of Malcolm X is no exception. But it's not just his natural magnetism that has given him longevity in Hollywood. It's his meticulous attention to detail, which he builds into every performance, layer by layer. To embody Malcolm X, Washington knew he needed to conduct extensive research. His journey began in 1981, when he starred in a two-person off-Broadway play about Malcolm X's life.
We were black. And after America has long passed from the scene, there will still be black people.
Why? Because he took it away from them. Please. 20 million black people don't even know their own language.
Every election year, these politicians are sent up here to pacify. They're sent here and set up here.
Tricking you. He's trapping you. He doesn't call it violence when he lands troops in South Vietnam.
Every time you break the seal on that liquor bottle, that's a government seal you're breaking.
The play was a conversation between Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad, the leader of the Nation of Islam. Although his performance may have been unpolished, it was clear that Washington had already begun to inhabit the character. He captured Malcolm's voice and mannerisms perfectly, laying the groundwork for the role he would revisit a decade later. But portraying a real person, especially as one as revered as Malcolm X, is not without its challenges. Washington had to balance staying true to the character while also meeting the demands of the script, which sometimes deviated from reality. In Lee's film, Malcolm X is introduced to Islam by a fellow inmate, but in real life, it was his brother and half-sister who first introduced him to the religion. Washington had to navigate these discrepancies and create emotional touchstones divorced from Malcolm's actual experiences. Washington's research extended beyond the character's history. He studied footage of Malcolm's speeches and interviews, using it to inform his physicality. He emulated Malcolm's gestures and mannerisms with precision, down to the forefinger pressed to the jaw that is seen on the film's poster. Washington wasn't just playing Malcolm X, he was becoming him. In fact, Washington's research was so extensive that he was able to give unscripted speeches in character, even after the cameras had stopped rolling. His performance helped to ensure that Malcolm X's legacy was portrayed in all its complexity, not just the simplified version that had been previously perpetuated. Washington didn't just portray Malcolm X, he became him. Interview on Inside the Actors Studio. Denzel Washington opened up about the challenges faced by black actors in the entertainment industry. Speaking in an interview, he discussed the issue of racism in Hollywood and the progress that has been made over the years. Denzel Washington is known for his powerful performances on the big screen, but his comments on police work have caused a stir. The 66-year-old actor took a shot at anti-police protesters, saying that he has the utmost respect for cops. Washington said that he has had a first-hand look at the value of police work after playing law enforcement in several roles throughout his career. Washington went on to describe a ride-along with police to prepare for his role as a cop who becomes a prosecutor in the 1991 movie Ricochet. He recalled an incident where they responded to a call of a man outside his house with a rifle that was distraught. When they arrived, another car pulled up and two young people jumped out screaming. It turned out to be their grandfather. Washington said that the police diffused the situation by just remaining calm. He marveled at the officer's ability to keep his composure in a potentially fatal situation, saying that he didn't overreact. He could have pulled his weapon out and could have used it at the people that came up driving real fast. He could have shot the old man that was distraught and confused. I think he was suffering from dementia.
Folks from his generation, that was their a dream fulfilled, to get a house with a piece of grass, and I never forgot that. Less is more for an actor. That doesn't mean you're not doing anything, but I just took that approach, and Richard Attenborough. So if it wasn't for him letting me out to do these movies, we wouldn't be sitting.
For Washington, this experience taught him what law enforcement officials have to deal with moment to moment, second to second. He expressed his respect and admiration for those who put their lives on the line to keep communities safe, including police officers and soldiers. However, Washington did not hold back his criticism of those who put down law enforcement officials. He stated that I just don't care for people who put those kind of people down. If it weren't for them, we would not have the freedom to complain about what they do. Washington's comments come amid a backdrop of social unrest and protests following the passing away of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, among others. While Washington acknowledged the need for police reform and accountability, he also emphasized the importance of showing respect for those who risked their lives to protect and serve. 89th Academy Awards. Denzel Washington was honored with the prestigious Cecil B. DeMille Award at the Golden Globes. Introduced by fellow acting legend Tom Hanks, Washington was lauded as the actor of our generation with a legendary and noble body of work.
Where every role, every choice is worthy of our study. You cannot copy them. Then let the first name carry all the weight. And that name is Denzel. Great cinema lasts forever, and a great actor will forever astound us.
The audience was treated to a highlight reel of Washington's most notable film credits, including Inside Man, Malcolm X, and Training Day. As he took the stage to accept the award, the audience gave him a standing ovation. In his acceptance speech, Washington thanked the Hollywood foreign press for their support over the years, stating that they had always made him feel like a friend and part of the party. He also expressed his gratitude towards his agents and the people who helped him achieve success in the industry. Washington's speech was both heartfelt and humorous, with the actor jokingly admitting that he needed his glasses to read the bullet points he had pre-written on a sheet of paper. The audience laughed along with him, delighted to see such a beloved figure in the industry receive recognition for his outstanding contribution to cinema. For Washington, the Cecil B. DeMille Award is a fitting tribute to a career that has spanned over 4 decades and includes iconic performances in some of the most critically acclaimed movies of our time. He has earned numerous accolades throughout his career, including 2 Academy Awards, 3 Golden Globes, and a Tony Award.
Huh? Yeah, I do need my glasses. They're gonna come over, you're gonna take pictures with everybody, you're gonna hold the magazines, take the pictures, and you're gonna win the award. I want to thank Ruth Aronson, who was my first agent, and Peter Kelly, who was my first agent. Yeah, he will give you a job one day after me.
As one of the most respected and talented actors in Hollywood, Washington's legacy will continue to inspire and influence generations to come. The Cecil B. DeMille Award is a testament to his incredible talent, dedication, and impact on the film industry. After receiving the Cecil B. DeMille Award for Lifetime Achievement, Denzel Washington spoke about the important issues within the industry. One such issue was diversity and inclusion, particularly in light of the Oscars So White controversy. Fences Press Tour. Step into the world of Fences, a gripping American period drama that will take you on an emotional journey like no other. Directed by the legendary Denzel Washington, who also produced and starred in the film, Fences tells the tale of a man's struggle to provide for his family and overcome his past. Based on August Wilson's Pulitzer Prize-winning play, the film also stars the immensely talented Viola Davis, Stephen McKinley Henderson, Giovanna Dipo, Russell Hornsby, Mike Kelty Williamson, and Sania Sidney. Together, they bring the characters to life and transport viewers to the Hill District of Pittsburgh, where the story unfolds. The production of Fences was a remarkable feat. Principal photography took place over the course of just 50 days, from April 25 to June 14, 2016, capturing the essence of the Hill District and its people. The filmmaker's attention to detail and commitment to authenticity is evident in every frame. Upon its release in North America on December 16, 2016, Fences received high critical acclaim, with critics lauding Washington's powerful performance and direction, Davis's incredible acting skills, the pacing, cinematography, and emotional depth of the screenplay. It's no surprise that the film was a commercial success, grossing $64 million against a modest $24 million production budget. Fences is a masterpiece that will stay with you long after the credits roll. It's a story of love, loss, and the human experience that is not to be missed. Denzel Washington shared his thoughts on the powerful racial themes portrayed in the film Fences. In an interview promoting the movie, Washington highlights the significance of storytelling from an African-American perspective and the importance of representation in Hollywood. The New York Times interview. Denzel Washington, the Academy Award-winning actor and director, is not one to shy away from difficult topics, particularly when it comes to issues of race and social justice. In a recent interview with the New York Times, Washington shared his views on the systemic racism that still exists in the U.S. today. Washington spoke candidly about the Black Lives Matter movement and the need for change in our society. He emphasized that Black Lives Matter doesn't mean other lives don't matter, but to some people it does, and went on to explain that the movement is not about being anti-police, but about being anti-police brutality. Despite the challenges that still exist, Washington remains hopeful about the future. He believes that young people today are more aware of social justice issues than ever before, and that they have the power to effect real change in our society. He also expressed his admiration for the protesters who have taken to the streets to demand justice for victims of police brutality and systemic racism. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.